What is going on? We are back with another video. Like we promised, we would come back with a tutorial video on recurring decimals. So don't forget to like, subscribe, share with your friends, and yeah, let's get to it. So we're going to do a tutorial from Math Genie. I will link the document on the description box. So yeah, you can print it and then do it with me, or just take out a pen, a paper, and let's do this together. We're going to start by converting these fractions into recurring decimals, and yeah, it's going to be very easy. Let's start first with the rules. We're not going to go a lot into the rules because we have a video where we discuss these rules in depth. So bear with me, just pause the video, take a screenshot, and then you'll be sorted. How to convert fractions to recurring decimals. So what we have to do is basically use the long division method to find the recurring decimal, or if you have a calculator, just press it into your calculator, type it into your calculator, and then you will get that decimal. Yeah. And then the second step, what you have to do is to check out how many recurring digits that you have there, and then denote your answer in recurring decimal form, where you have to show the recurring digit with a dot or a line, right? Okay, let's get to it. So the first question requires us to convert 2 over 9 into a decimal. So we're going to do this one with a shorter version so that we don't have a long video. So we're just going to use the calculator. If you are comfortable with long division, if you're not comfortable with long division, just let me know in the comment section and we'll do a video where we go through long division. But if you have a calculator handy, just type 2 divided by 9. You're going to see that it's going to give you a recurring decimal like this, 0.22222, with the 2 recurring. That means we're going to place our dot on top of the 2, or we're going to place a line on top of the 2, just like that. Going on to the second one, we're going to do 4 over 11, and then similarly use a calculator. 4 divided by 11, it's going to give you a decimal like this, and then for you to denote it in recurring decimal form, just write the equal sign, then 0.36 with the dots on top of both the 3 and the 6, right? If you're going to denote it with a line, just draw a line on both the 3 and the 6, like that. That is basically your answer. Yes. For the third one, just make sure you do the same thing, 5 over 6, and then equal sign, it's going to give you 0.83333. Then only the 3 here, it's recurring. Only the 3 is recurring here, so the dot is only going to go on top of the 3 like that, or the line is only going to go on top of the 3 like that. That is your answer. Yeah. Yeah, that's that about it. I'm moving too fast because I want to keep the video just close to 5 minutes. And the second tutorial, or the second part of the tutorial, we are going to convert the recurring decimals into fractions, right? We also talked about this in another video where we go into depth, talking about these rules. I'm going to show you the rules, and then what you have to do is just, I'm not going to talk a lot about them. I'm just going to show you, take a screenshot, keep them for yourself, and then we'll talk about them as we do the questions, right? Yes, so the rules on how to convert recurring decimals are as follows. Just make sure you take a screen grab and then you'll be sorted, right? Let me wait for you. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share with your friends. Okay, let's go. So we're going to prove that the recurring decimal 0.8 with the 8 recurring can be written as 8 over 9. So as per the rules, we're going to take that 0.8, the recurring decimal, equated to x, which could be any variable that we choose. The second step is to multiply both sides of the equation by 10 if the recurring digit is 1, If they are 2, you multiply by 100. If they are 3, you multiply by 1,000, right? So since here it's only one recurring digit, you multiply by a 10, which is going to give us 8.8. Second, on the other side, you multiply x by 10 gives you 10x. Then 8.8 minus 0.8. So the third step is to subtract the first equation from the second equation. Yeah, so 8.8 minus 0.8, and then on the other side 10x minus x. It's going to give us 8 equal to 9, or 9x, right? Now you have to make your x subject of formula by dividing both sides by 9. You have successfully turned 0.8 into a recurring decimal. So the second question is going to be fairly the same. Since there's only one digit recurring, you multiply by 10 both sides, yada yada yada. Yeah, it's basically that, right? You're catching on, Agir. If you're catching on, give me a like, give me a thumbs up, subscribe, share, right? So yeah, let me just roll out the slide because it's going to be a repetition. The only interesting part is here where you have a 4.3 divided by 9. What you can do is you can turn them both into whole numbers by multiplying the top and the bottom by 10. I mean, if you're doing this kind of maths, that means you are already advanced, so no need to bore you with too much information. Yeah, similarly with the sixth question, we're going to do the same thing, right? Only one digit repeating, multiply by 10, subtract the first equation from the second equation, then divide both sides by 9. Yeah, that's basically it. And then you multiply both the top, the numerator, and the denominator by 10. Then now the takeaway here is that you have to always write your fraction in simple terms, right? Like that. Okay, on to the next slide. So here we have a bit of interesting things to do, but it's similarly in the same way. You're just going to follow the rules. There's nothing difficult about this. For this one, we have two digits that are repeating, which means we're going to multiply by 100 on both sides. First you equate, right? And then you multiply by 100 on both sides. That is what you're going to get. And what you can do is, as we go through these questions, you can pause the video before you see the solution, do it yourself, then you play the video and check if you are right. And the steps are the same. The only thing that can change is by the multiple that you use, right? If you're using 10, that means we have one recurring digit. If you're using 100, you have two recurring digits. If you're using 1,000, that means you have three recurring digits. But it's all the same. It's all the same. At this point here, if we have like that, we turn them into whole numbers, both of them, multiply by 10. Then I've simplified it here because it gets tedious. One tip I can give you is that since you're using a calculator, instead of having the whole multiply by 10, the top and the bottom, what you can do is that part where we have 67.5 divided by 99, you can just punch it in your calculator, press the equal sign, and then it'll give you a recurring decimal in essentially the same one, 0.681, 81818181 again. What you can do is, for you to convert it into a fraction, there is a button on the computer written A B stroke C, A B stroke C. That button is going to change for you that fraction, that decimal, into a fraction in its lowest terms, right? If you do that, you're going to get 15 over 22. That was a mouthful. If I was too fast for you, just pause, repeat, and then play again, right? Yeah, we're basically done for the day. All I'm going to do is just roll out these for you so that you cross-check your solutions. Yeah, thank you for watching. Thank you for taking 9 minutes and counting of your time to watch this video. Yeah, catch you on the flip side. We'll be doing a new topic when we upload. Make sure you follow, subscribe, share, like, whatever you can to support the channel. It is officially 10 minutes. Bye bye.